we'll go ahead and get into questions here. Start with Jason Kersey, the Athletic, and then go to Joe Bettner.
Hi, Woody. I wanted to ask you about your wearing number 0. That is a new thing this year, and I'm just wondering, how did you get to wear it? Did you have to fight somebody over it, or was there a reason you chose it?
It was me and TJ Pleasure. We were both number 5, and I was on kick return for the first game, and they weren't sure if he was going to play because he was out with COVID or whatever, and they were like, y'all both on the team, on the same special team. So they were like, one of y'all got to switch numbers. So I was just like, I'll just take one for the team.
It was 0 something you wanted for any particular reason, or was it just available?
It was just something available. But I like the number, so.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Go to Joe Bettner, the Norman transcript, and then Ryan Aver.
Woody, for you to be more involved, I guess, in the secondary and to see kind of some of the younger guys as well, like a Josh Eaton, stuff like that. What's that mean for you guys as far as just kind of the, to be able to get on the field without much of a normal off season? Do you feel like you guys are in a really good place with what you're able to contribute to this defense?
Oh, yes, for sure. I think that those guys, like you mentioned, Josh Eaton, DJ Graham, some of those guys, those younger guys, I feel like it's a step towards the future. Like when Trey Brown leaves, and even when I leave and Jaden Davis leaves, I think that the secondary will still be just as great as it was when we were all here.
Thank you.
Okay, Ryan Aver, the Oklahoman, and then Eric Bailey.
Yeah, Woody, looking back at the Peach Bowl last year and the situation that you were put in there, what did you learn from that, and how do you keep that, at the time at least, from not turning into a real negative for you, and instead helping you push forward?
I just went out and just executed what Coach Grinch had told me to do. In that game, I had like 10 tackles, and my coverage wasn't all that bad other than the touchdown. And I just took from that game confidence, just going out and executing every play, doing my job. And just like I said, it put a lot of confidence in me, just that I know I can guard some of the better receivers in college football, like the Justin Jeffersons and the Jamar Chases. So that's all.
Appreciate it, Woody.
Eric Baylor at the Tulsa World, and then Bob Prisbillo.
Hey, Woody. Coach Grinch, we talked to him last week, and he talked a lot about how you really grew up since that Peach Bowl and you played big in the Texas game. And one thing he said is just wait until he gets good. You have that much confidence from a coordinator. He's already talking highly of you and thinks you can get even better. How does that make you feel as a player?
It definitely makes me feel great that he has that much confidence in me, and it makes me keep pushing to get even better, like you said.
Thanks, Woody. Appreciate it.
Let's go to Bob Prisbillo with Sooner Scoop, and then John Hoover.
Woody, OU usually never recruited the state of Tennessee to get you, 2019, Reggie for 2020. What does it mean to you to sort of be the guy that opened the door for that state?
It's definitely great. I know they recruited Jacob Phillips a few years before me, but just like you said, it's a great feeling that me and Reggie just opened the door for them to recruit my state, my home state.
Okay, let's go to John Hoover with SI Sooners, and then Brandon Drum.
Hey, Woody, coming out of the Peach Bowl like you did with that confidence, spending the off season as you did, training, then as we said earlier, COVID hits. Then you have to switch positions. Grinch, by the way, said cornerback really suits you. In what ways have you grown as a college football player just coming out of that game, just since you came out of that game?
I would say the game got a lot easier to me after that game, and especially playing corner because I played it in high school, so it's like a more comfortable feeling for me.
When you say it got easier, do you mean like that was the toughest team you'll ever face? I mean, they set like every record literally last year.
Yeah. Not even just saying that, just I would just say I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like the game just slowed down a lot for me after that game.
Yeah. Are there other illustrations for how it slowed down? Like you're seeing things better? Can you maybe illustrate a little further?
Yeah, I was seeing different formations, learning formations, like the names of formations, and just like my adjustments to my assignments and just things like that.
Okay. Woody, thank you.
Let's go to Brandon Drum with OU Insider and then James Hale.
Yeah, Woody, Coach Grinch said that you didn't have to think as much at corner just because of all the positions that you played. You just discussed, obviously, all the different formations and stuff that you see. How much has that helped you at the cornerback position? And what's a player that you try to emulate? Because you seem like you're pretty physical at the line. You like to get up and press and even physical with the ball up in the air. Who is somebody that you try to emulate as well at the cornerback position?
Definitely Jalen Ramsey. He's from the same place as me, so that's a guy that I always looked up to just growing up because I seen him play when he was in high school, when he was in college at Florida State. So I would say Jalen Ramsey.
But as far as the safety and playing nickel and all that stuff, how much has that helped you recognize things at the cornerback position and allowed you to be able to make plays, even, man to man? You don't have to think as much, but how much has that helped you anyways, recognizing what's about to happen?
Just like I said, it gives me confidence in my adjustments at the corner position because at corner we don't usually bump out or bump in. We just stick to our man. So it would just be like just stand on your number one receiver and stuff like that.
All right, thanks, Will.
At the safety position, it's a lot you got to see. So at corner, it just makes it a lot easier.
Thanks.
Let's go to James Hale with KREF and then Kerry Murdoch.
Woody, TCU always has speed outside. Talk about their receiving core and the challenge just trying to corral that speed this Saturday.
I think that they have a really great receiving core. Like you said, they always got a lot of speed. So I think that I know outside for sure we got to get hands on early and just try to stay square as possible in our press technique.
Thanks, Woody.
Let's go to Kerry Murdoch with Sooner Scoop and Joey Helmer.
Woody, first off, thanks for bringing up Jacob Phillips. That was a OU commitment ceremony I drove all night for no reason. And Oprah, your high school is overrated. By the way, let me just ask you, in terms of the way that you play, I mean, even that interception in the end zone, is there something that, are you one of those guys that just feels like anytime a ball's in the air that it's yours to have?
Yes, sir, for sure. Yeah.
Kind of you think you're bringing to the defense a little bit?
Yes, sir, for sure. I always see myself as a ball hawk, trying to get every ball that's in the air. Even when I'm tackling, I try to strip at the ball and just try to get every ball that I can.
Thanks. And Oprah, please don't end me. Thanks. Appreciate it, Woody.
Let's go to Joey Helmer with OU Insider and then Lee Benson.
Yeah, Isaiah was talking a little while ago about having more in the tank in the fourth quarter. Obviously, you had the interception the other night against Texas, but what do you have to do to finish these games out and play in the fourth quarter the way you have played really well in some of the early quarters of these games?
I think that I don't think it's a conditioning issue, but I think we could get in a little more shape and just we try to emphasize finishing in the fourth quarter. It's a thing that obviously the last few games that like we didn't do a good job of doing, but the coaches are definitely putting that on us and we're trying to get better at that.
Okay, Lee Benson with KWTV.
Hey, Woody, Coach Riley really praised your tackling the other day. Have you always been one of those defensive backs who's able to get guys onto the ground? And what do you think is the thing that separates good DBs, good tackling DBs from the other guys that maybe struggle getting players to the ground whenever you're given that chance?
I've always tackled pretty well, but I would have to say just being physical with receivers and running backs or whoever you're tackling at that moment. You just gotta get them down any way possible.